Yo, this is Eternal Play Xenogears. Oh my goodness, Ethos is under attack. It's a massacre. People been killing everyone, and you don't know who or why or what. But something is wrong, and there seems to be something going on the purge. What is this purge, and who's behind this? Well, I think Billy is about to get his heart broken because he might not believe what is going to happen next. And so might a lot of people who've been playing Xenogears as well, because this is really dramatic. Now, let's go and find some answers. Take this elevator and see what Billy thinks. Alright, let's see what we can learn. Judging from our position, this room is right under the cathedral, which could mean that this is the Ethos databank? No mistake, this has to be the Ethos databank. So now it's time to get a lot of plots. Yeah, so it seems. This is a surprise. This databank holds all the information concerning the Ethos, from the past to the present, everything. This facility is strictly off limits to us. Only the bishop class can enter this area. Yeah, but even then, this place is damn well equipped. Look at it! I say, a facility of this magnitude would even be hard to find in Solaris. Why would the Ethos have such a setup? Wait a minute! This is Solaris equipment! So... Solaris? Don't be so surprised. No matter how vast this world is, such advanced equipment like this could only come from Solaris. The Ethos has been assaulted by someone, and in the basement we find a Solarian facility. The plot thickens. What's going on here? What is this place? Hey Billy! You know anything about this? Don't ask me. How would I know? This is my first time in here. Then let's investigate. Oh boy, the plot thickens. Citan, what is that being displayed there? It looks like some transmission record from somewhere. We might be able to find some clues here. Wait a moment. Alright, now I'm able to transmit to the main displays. And there goes. I won't be telling all that stuff, but it's basically pretty bad. So there's something about battlers, about Nortune, about Xenogears, Gears, about balance, Bishop Shakan of the Ignis Diocese. So yeah, Shakan seems to be part of Ethos as well. He's a bishop. So this is pretty nasty. What the heck is this? Why is the Ethos looking into this kind of stuff? On top of that, Shakan's a bishop? Wasn't he excommunicated from the Ethos 17 years ago? That can't be the case if he's been sending regular reports. Look here! The destinations of all resources are collected by the Ethos through trade with each area. All the resources being sent to the Solaris homeland. But why would the Ethos be sending supplies to Solaris? I don't know. This is a Solarian language, but it's been encoded. Hold on. What's this? Come on, hurry it up! Hold on, it's hard to translate this stuff. Lambs, Great War, Collapse, Re-education, Post-war rehab plan based on schedule for building gate foundations. Lambs 0204 to Ignis, 0508 to Aqui, 11 to 16 to be informed and distributed. Put into practice. Ethos established as an organization. Supervision by elders, conference, supervision by the Gazelle. The Ethos is... Huh? It's all a front! The Ethos is really a subsidiary organization of Solaris! Aha! There we go, we have been giving a plot twist! So, what does this all mean? In short, it's like this. 500 years ago, there was a great war that occurred between Solaris and the land dwellers. It's not clear what the outcome was, but after the war, Solaris feared another land dweller revolt. So Solaris built a gate, or barrier, that separates Solaris land from the rest of the world's land. The land dwellers who lived within this gate were made to dwell as separate races, and were thus supervised. To carry out the actual supervision, Solaris established the Ethos. So the Ethos is actually controlled by the Gazelle Ministry, or Solaris' highest governmental body. So yes, the Ethos is really a front or subsidiary organization working for Solaris. Oh boy. Excavation findings, goods and natural resources from the surface are transported to Solaris by the Ethos. This also includes human resources or people used for manual labor and so on. Basically this here is the window between the planet's surface and Solaris up there in the skies above. According to these records, there's been an enormous amount of goods and people transferred to Solaris. So the Ethos has been manipulating us. Anything else? The rest is mainly about population distribution and excavation records. The well-detailed information about races and their biological data kind of concerns me though. Here's a relatively recent record. It also indicates that there's been a recent large amount of people sent to Solaris. The majority of them were people who had come to the Ethos seeking help or spiritual salvation. This can't be! I heard nothing of the sort! So what happened to all those people you seen coming here for help? They become Etones, like me. Sure, not all of them. What happened to the ones that didn't become Etones? Well, it's all becoming clear then, eh? How about it, Ellie? There are facilities in Solaris for accommodating surface dwellers. I know. The third-class citizen level. Earth dwellers of various races are regularly sent there as manual labor. So this is the source of their labor supply. But that's impossible! How could that be? Even if that was the case, who would kill all those Ethos people and why? This could be your answer. So now we learned basically so far that Ethos is indeed an organization for Solaris and all this church and religious thing is just a hoax. They're basically manipulating people to be sent to Solaris to do their bidding. So basically, Ethos is manipulating people and Billy has been used. Now why are the assassins killing Ethos people though? Now Satan is about to tell us. What? The 44th Salvage Plan. The 44th Salvage Plan? Is that what kind of Cardinal Thames was talking about? This is the only plan that is not linked to Solaris. It must have been initiated by the Ethos itself as a completely independent project. It was commenced about 19 years ago. Allow me to display the data. Completed investigation of the Zeboim city, which sank to the bottom of the sea approximately 4,000 years ago. After over 100 test digs, the city center has been ascertained. Excavation planned to begin. So from this, it appears that under Aquila is an ultra-ancient civilization. They have been doing a huge number of test digs and obtained a vast quantity of resources from the ruins. Biological weapons, reactor weapons. I see. So this must be their intention. My assessment of the circumstances is that Ethos is attempting to break away from Solaris, and once freed from its master, likely to attempt world domination on its own. Attempting to break away? Attempt world domination? That's rather ambitious. Yes, but the real intention of the Ethos are quite the obvious. The fact that they are not reporting the results, let alone the site's very existence, gives it away. Ethos is planning to revolt by monopolizing this ultra-advanced civilization's resources. Actually, such rebellions has been quite common. So do you think Solaris is responsible for the attack on Ethos? Yes, that is probably it. So there you can see, the reason why the massacre of Ethos has happened is because Solaris has found out that Ethos is doing things on their own, and Solaris thinks that, well, Ethos is trying to revolt against them, so if they want to break away, then they will not allow that. They're just going to kill everyone and say, you know what, we don't need you anymore. You're trying to break away, we will just take over here and finish things off ourselves. Poor Billy, he must be heartbroken. Oh boy. Shall I move along? There could be more to find yet. The Ethos. My Ethos. My fate. Hey Billy! How long are you planning on being like that? Get a hold of yourself! This is all just speculation based on circumstances and evidence. It will be best for you to confirm what is the truth with your own eyes. We're going to go on further. Bard and Rico, could you please accompany the person from Shabbat to Yggdrasil? So yeah, that is the big plot twist. Basically, Ethos is just a hoax. It's not really a religious church. It's basically a hoax to manipulate people, and people that are basically coming to Ethos to seek salvation, to be purified, I guess. They're then being sent, if they're finding like they are strong and powerful, they're sent to Solaris as labor workers, slave workers. And those are not, they're sent away to become reapers that we have killed at the ship. Oh boy. So Ethos are evil, but Ethos now wants to go break away. So Solaris are evil too, and now Solaris finds out that Ethos wants to do things on their own, so they're like, screw you guys. You want to revolt, then we're not going to kill you off instead, so you will not break away from us. You'll either obey us or you'll die. And Ethos says, we will try ourselves, and they pay the price. We're not done yet. There's more. Because there are other people that Billy knows in person that is going to break his heart even more. Oh boy. Get ready. I still can't believe it. The Ethos was that dubious as an organization. What was in that I believed in all this time? Isn't that the very reason why I told you back then that you belong with us? Verlaine? You defiled, Billy. You left the Ethos and kept company with the dregs who have no fate at all. You lost sight of what it meant to be defiled. I didn't expect it out of you. You were used to live only for your fate. You should have remained like us. But fear not, Billy. I shall cleanse you. You will live within me. You will become one with me in death. What? You! Father! How could he do that? What are you getting flustered about, boy? It was a stun bullet. You're just taking a nap. You should be able to tell that by the sound it made. Besides, these murders are not from the Ethos. Look. That symbol! Yep, that's right. They're agents of Solaris. Probably an assassination under Stone command. I got word that they were exterminating all Ethos members and hurried over here, but I was too late. All Ethos affiliates have already been killed except for those on some salvage mission. You claim Verlaine and his men are assassination even for the bishop? How could you even say such blasphemy? That's right. We are servants of the bishop. Our mission is to hand out judgment on fallen priests and sinners in order to make them repent. Is that true, Verlaine? But why people from the Ethos? The Pontiff and his brethren deserve to die. They allow greed to tempt them into abandoning their duties of the Ethos to pursue world domination. They pass their own death sentence when they allow such desires to overtake them. And that's not all. Saving orphans and refugees may seem like works of mercy, but little boys and girls kept here were actually used as means to satisfy the desires of the Pontiff and bishops, indulging in selfish desires. This is not conduct befitting priests. Such defiled leaven have no right to speak for God. That is why we set out on this purification work. They must atone for their sins. These are the bishop's orders. Even if that were true, we had no right to punish others. Judgment belongs to God. That is what we were taught, wasn't it? God? Does such a being exist? You should know by now the Ethos came about. It was an organization created by Solaris aeons ago solely for the purpose of managing ignorant humans. These doctrines are just deceptions designed to control the masses. The Ethos used the two sweet fruits of faith and technology well to skillfully manipulate global affairs and people's zeal. Thus they manipulated ignorant masses and repeatedly continuing their pointless wars. Eventually, battle data on man and weapon gleaned from these wars were sent to Solaris itself, and analyzed to aid the ruling of the entire Earth. These intentionally perpetrated wars caused much psychological discord, but faith in God's salvation was used as a cushion to soften the blow. It was a well thought out system, but the choice of managers was extremely poor. Or do you think that acting the part of faithful servant of God was something yield an answer from a great God somewhere? Can't you see that such a divine being just never existed from the beginning? Oh boy! Now these things are one of the reasons why Xenogears was not allowed to be released in the West, or they thought that they couldn't release this in the US and Europe, because this is basically blasphemy right there. You're reading blasphemy right now. They're telling you that God doesn't exist and God is just a fantasy figure and that it's being abused to fool people who have weak minds. Yeah. This, what we're reading right here is basically blasphemy 101. But I love it. I love it. And you don't seem to realize this, but you yourself were passing judgment on sinners as much as we were. I have been passing judgment? That's right. Daily you have been dirtying your hands as his accomplice. Are you trying to take away my ultimate pleasure, Verlaine? Yeah! Verlaine! Hang in there! Billy! Ah! Verlaine! Verlaine! A good-for-nothing chatterbox such as you has no right to live. Bishop! Why, Verlaine? What in heavens are you trying to accomplish? I am the Inquisitor sent to Earth from Solaris. An Inquisitor? The status of Bishop is merely convenience from activities on Earth. The Ethos was created as a Solaris sub-organization and given the task of managing Earth dwellers. But over the years, Ethos started to seal up convenient doctrines for itself. It then sent on to gather ignorant masses and created a god for them to believe in. Then the Ethos even went as far as to plot a separation from its creator, Solaris. Which we just saw recently that Ethos tried to break away to do their evil deeds by themselves, becoming enemies with Solaris, and now they pay the price. So Solaris had no choice but to eliminate all those who defy our rule and raise the flag of rebellion. The ones prepared our eliminators were the Atone. Etones, the Atoners, the organization I established within the Ethos, had two purposes. On the surface, their aim was to eliminate the Reapers or Whales that run rampant on the Earth. But that's not their only purpose. Behind the scenes, we also had selected men like Verlaine. These were responsible for observing and eliminating any corrupt people who appeared in the Ethos. You didn't have the chance to learn of this since you left the Ethos so early. Or actually, I just never told you. There was another role I wanted you to perform. Another role? Billy, there are certain things in this world that you're happier not knowing. Even lies and deceptions can become the truth for some people of the Earth. Particularly those not knowing the true nature of things or how the systems of things works. In fact, the God and the fate system set up by the Ethos were the truth itself, were they not? Tell me, what role were you talking about? What did Verlaine learn of when he spoke of judgment? So you want to know, but can you bear the full weight of the truth? Billy, if you can wear that weight, then I'm willing to tell you. You believe that you were saving wandering souls, didn't you? That's why you carried out your cleansing of the Reapers' wells from the Earth, right? fact, it was just another control system put in place by Solaris. But more, your saving work, that very activity you believed in as much, was in reality... You're talking too much nonsense. Father! You haven't changed at all since then. Have you, Stein? Stein? That's a name I haven't been called in a long time. And that name vividly brings back a pleasant twinge of pain to the scars of this body. You know what I mean, Josiah? Heh. Your brain still isn't working right. Answer me. Why did you have a roundabout way of doing things? That's not worth wasting my breath answering. Just consider it my reward in life. Of course I incense watching your agonizing death. I was succumb to the desire to slice you up your body here and now and drag your innards. But I can't do that now. I am married to attend to elsewhere. That duty comes before any pleasure. I would have you come here. I haven't the time to waste anymore. I won't let you go that easily, Stein. I can't be bothered by inflicting wretches like you. Now until next time. And as a party gift, I'll have these men entertain you. Bishop Stone! Well then, excuse me. Oh, and Billy, if you have something that you wish to discuss, come see me later. I'll be waiting for you. Oh boy, so Bishop Stone... He is basically the mastermind of everything. He's the guy who's basically the leader of the Ethos because... Or should we say, not leader of the Ethos, the pontiff that we saw was killed was leader of the Ethos, but he was leader of the Ethos that wanted to break away from Solaris, and Bishop Stone, he's leader of the Solaris group. And now he found out the Ethos is breaking away, so it's like, yeah, you wanna break away? Then you will all die. Now Verlaine, though, was evil, but I guess he was just probably something that they found out, yeah, he was exposable. He probably talked too much. So, as you can see, that was a very, very heavy story thing. So, Ethos is basically a lie, it's a hoax. The religion that the Ethos believed in, the gods and everything, it was a hoax. And in reality, Ethos is a system made by Solaris to have control of the land dwellers. And now it's been exposed. I guess they don't need Ethos anymore. I guess they don't just do things on their own. Or maybe they create another system, I don't know. But it's pretty nasty anyways. Stein, you aren't going anywhere! Let's follow me quickly. This episode's gonna drag a bit about because we have to finish this story before we end this episode. Just missed him. Looks like Stein's. There! And he has a gear as well, and this gear is huge. There it is. This is a big gear. You're gonna fight that gear later on, but not for a while. That gear is huge. The mobile gear of Solaris was Alkenshell. Wasn't it, Hugo? What? Yes, something like that. Maybe big, but it's so slow to maneuver, so you'll be alright in our gears. His firepower is phenomenal. Against a bigger target like a ship, blam! It'll be all over. Ain't that right, Hugo? Yes. Probably. See what I mean? What? Oh, yes, but wait. That means... the captain and the crew are in danger. We don't know anything about this. I think neither of us to catch up with the gear. Let's hurry and go help the Thames fleet. I picked up the Ethos fleet on the Thames on the radar, sir. They're on the sea south of here. If we travel full speed, we can reach them in an hour. Alright, set sail for Thames. Aye aye, sir. First mate, the radar, sir. What is it? The radar detected an enormous object. It appears straight above the fleet. Don't tell me Stone's there already. No, it's much bigger than that. Estimated it's at least 2,000 Charles. That's gigantic. What in the heavens is happening? And that is something else. So we had Thames and their salvage ships. And now, poor Thames. Out of nowhere, they are going to be hurting. Ouch. You have to be attacked by something. By a huge thing there, this fishbowl thing on the top there. That thing there is pretty darn big. Now back to these people again. All that was needed was to fulfill the duty. No, I sense a thought of greed. A selfish greed. I question his fate. We are no need for organization of fanatics. We will seek what they will. It's their nature. But too much is undue. Something must be done. A reprimand is necessary. They are an expendable group. There's nothing we can do at this point. Yes, there is nothing more to gain from their continued existence. So you see, they are probably the ones who basically told Stein to kill off the Ethos. They already done what they required. Currently, we're in the process of dealing with each area responsible. Stein is in charge of dealing with Aqua. Bear in mind I need a fitting solution. Can we just take care of that? Moreover, Krillin is rather exorbitant. He's only a molecular machine. Why is he placing so much importance on it? Humans and machines is all the same to us. Yes, they're all the same. So yeah, these are the Gaza Ministry, and they ordered the attack on Ethos, and Stein basically did their bidding. And this fishbowl is where basically a lot of the Solaris leadership is in when they're not in Solaris themselves. Main gun, 20 until energy is recharged. Engineering ready for a full demonstration. Main ship, military units are all standby. Cleanup is at 80%. Currently our heading is clear. Krillian, there are several ships that has not been vaporized. What should we do? Lambs 3 and 5 and 11 are damaged. Just retrieve the non-damaged ones. Eliminate the rest of the trash. Use the test subject wells for retrieval and elimination. The confirmed mark location for Stein at the 130 research and excavation sites is on the southernmost peak. Shock troops are entering Zeboim now. I see. A thing they searched for over 500 years. This could be interesting. Releasing the wells. Yep. What's that? You see that huge fishbowl thing? What are you asking me for? Weren't the other salvage fleet almost blown away by one shot? Isn't this the way of Ethos greets us? I said no doubt that. Why would they have to attack us? We only came to help with excavations. Captain! Wells! Reapers! Reapers are coming out of the fishbowl thing in dozens! What? Why? This can't be happening. Launch the gears. Load the big gun. Captain? Alright, you all. We're going to assist and rescue any of the survivors from the other ships. But all possible while trying to retreat. And shoot down those wells with our 2 guns. Don't let those filthy wells get near our Thames. Hans, look alive. Take the helm. We shall have fishbowl thing a real men of the sea retreat. Yes, sir. Poor Thames. See the gears are now fleeing off to rescue the ships. And from above, here comes trouble. There's the here comes these great nasty creatures. And we basically dealt with the ship. They're now attacking the Thames. I take the rescue signal. See, the Thames is being attacked by a pack of Reapers. So this is the purging by Solaris that Stone was talking about. Let's make haste, otherwise the Thames will be destroyed by Reapers. Oh boy, so now we are going to have in trouble. So we need to rescue Thames right now. We've been attacked by Reapers on the fishbowl thing, which is being controlled by Solaris. Why are they attacking the Thames though? It's hard to say. But anyway, Citan's going to be the main character for quite a while now. I was just to go with this party right now, Billy and Ellie. We can't use Faye because he's still in coma. Bart and Rico, you can use them if you want to, but in my opinion, Billy and Ellie are the best. Anyway, that'll be the end of this episode. Next episode, we are going to go to Thames, rescue Thames from Reapers. And then we'll talk about this excavation site. Is that where Sign is heading? Because we need to stop him, because now he's the bad guy and we need to take care of him to prevent any more trouble, should we say. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. That's it for now. See you next time as my journey in Xenogears continues.